And there we go. And we're live. I swear to
Wait,
God.
Damn it, Derby!
I swear to God, what the fuck?
Who
I'm
evolved?
like, all right, everybody, let's chill out for a second.
Jeff, you're the part of permanent Derpy. You have the power.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. May. It's May, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
May.
It is May.
May Patreon Hangout number 2. God damn it! You threw me off, Derpy. You threw me off.
Rip.
That wasn't even my fault. That was literally.
That's your
Actually,
fault,
that was
Derpy.
actually you.
Why? Because they
sorry,
going live.
you got a notification.
Yep.
Notification to fucking Sonic intro.
Oh my God.
That was the level up from Pokemon. God damn it.
I'm sorry. A lot of 8-bit
He found an item.
sound the same.
Jeff
Rip.
found a Master Ball.
God damn it.
I guess so. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, just hanging out and goofing off. Fuck. God damn you, Derpy.
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand, Jeff. We were
Forever block
discussing
him.
chicks with dicks is what we were discussing.
That's
Get back on the
that's
topic.
true. That is actually what we were discussing. And how? Well, okay. So here's something interesting. Is I guess it's interesting, but like if you were to go with traps or fudas, like which one would you go? Like the more I think about it, technically speaking, the one that doesn't really exist is less gay than the one that does exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
what? You know
Well,
what?
I mean,
not wrong,
I'm
but
down
that
either way.
assumes that
But
traps are gay.
technically they do, because technically fudas do exist. They're just hermaphrodites. They have both sets of genitalia, so your point's valid at that point.
In fact, most Fuda,
Is
They're
it?
very rare, though.
most Fuda just have very
Rare,
big
but they
clits
exist.
with a head. Most Fuda just have big clits, essentially. They don't have balls. It's just a dick and a cunt.
That's called a hermaphrodite.
That's fine. What would you choose?
I don't know. I gotta go with the one. Yeah, I gotta go with the Fuda.
Okay. You go.
No, I like my traps.
Because you're bi.
Yeah. Well, duh.
I mean, most of us technically are, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I mean, when you get a few drinks and things get a bit blurred, let's just be honest.
Look, just because I'm drunk and I think something's a woman doesn't make it a woman.
But at the time, you were thinking it was a woman, so you're going to do it. So,
Yeah,
again,
that doesn't make me gay.
you made that point moot.
It doesn't make me gay. Or make me bi.
Never said it did. Never said it did.
It's
just-
a pretty way into it.
That's not how that works, and you know it.
He's so confused.
I'm a bit confused myself too.
Yeah, so am I.
Dragon, you're always confused.
Well, yeah, because I'm like 90% cannabis now.
Wait. You are 90% cannabis now? Have you become the weed?
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe it's more like 65.
Okay.
I'd say maybe TJ or her Willie Nelson is like 90% weed.
If you're
That's
comparing
true.
yourself to Willie Nelson, you will always lose.
I would
Yeah,
think
you can
that
get a
Snoop
squeeze,
Dogg
that's
would.
Yeah, but at the same time, Cheech and Chong collectively are weed itself. They're weed
Yeah.
personified, so
True.
if we're using a gradient scale, so you got Cheech and Chong, Willie Nelson, then everybody, and then Bob Marley, and then everybody else in the
We've
world.
read Snoop Dogg too. Snoop Dogg and Bob Marley.
Don't forget Cypress Hill. Don't forget Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
You gotta remember, Snoop Dogg was so much made of weed that he at one point thought he was Bob Marley.
This is true.
This is true.
very
You are
Which
right.
time was that?
And that was that around the time he started calling himself like Snoop Lion or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snoop
Yeah.
Lion.
Yeah.
It's so bad, dude. So bad.
I'm out.
I'm thinking that I'm thinking he was on something else other than weed to make him like go down that route. He had to have been. He had to have been.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
Matt?
that was
having
DMT.
Hold on.
I still thought it was funny as fuck when we found out that DMT was the working man's drug.
DMT was a working man's drug. Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't know that before. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
DMT,
It
the
makes
working
sense.
drug. I'd like to know.
Okay, please explain, because I'm confused on this one.
I thought weed was the working man's drug. You know, you have a vape pen, you get high, and then you go work. You go work, and everything looks like rainbows.
Right. Well, okay. So DMT is kind of known as a working man's drug because there was this article put out, and it was like in a major publication, like Forbes or something, about how business professional men are now going on their lunches to smoke DMT in the bathroom as a recreational drug.
That's awesome.
Which DMT itself as a recreational drug is a hell of a weird thing to think of, but
Yeah, but isn't the high like only 15 minutes or something like that? It's intense 15
It's
minutes.
super vivid though.
well, that's why they were doing it, is because they could do it on their lunch, and there's no come down from it. Like, you're not sitting there like weirded out for a while. There's no depletion of neurotransmitters or anything. You can just do it and you're fine.
You just see weird shit for a good 15 minutes.
Note to self, get some DMT for 15 minutes every time during my lunch break, and get back to work afterwards. I will make that mental note.
I tell you, it's
Don't just get like DMT woke.
It's the best kind of woke.
We're waking people up to the truth about DMT.
The globalists don't want you to know about DMT.
Stalin
make sure-
took the DMT. Hitler took the DMT.
Mao took the DMT.
Did it make the frogs gay though? That's the question.
Hey, enough. I mean,
So they like
1776 will
traps.
commence again. 1776 will commence again if you try and take our DMT.
right.
The Boston DNP party?
Oh, but speaking of somebody who has taken a very large amount of DMT,
Did you take ayahuasca?
I've never done ayahuasca. But I have in the past imbibed a heroic amount of DMT. It's a thing. It's quite a thing. It is an interesting thing, that's for sure.
I thought it
I
was
am
like
a bit envious.
I thought it was like the
I
most
thought-
mind-altering high you could ever get with drugs.
I remember
up
you
there.
mentioning. I remember you mentioning something about a Ferris wheel popping up and you feeling totally let down about the Ferris wheel.
No. That was salvia.
That's Salvia.
That was Sylvia.
Yeah, salvia.
Ferris wheel won't let me ride. I'm too small.
I was like, that's it. This is the high off the salvia. This is fucking bullshit. Because I'd taken so much DMT at that point. I was like, this is clown
Salvia.
shoes. Fuck this.
Salvia ain't shit, guys. Salvia ain't shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I felt when I was
Wait,
swapping
how
back
much
from mescaline to LSD. Like LSD is great. It's at least the times I did it. But when I did mescaline, that was a straight sucker punch to the fucking brain. I was just I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen worse shit happen on mescaline than I ever saw on LSD. It was just nuts.
Every time I hear mescaline, I think of freaking what's it called, Dark Tower series. Because in the first book, he gets high on mescaline and fucks a demon.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the equivalent. Yep.
Yeah. Mescaline's a hell of a thing.
I mean, how the fuck do you think Stephen King came up with the book It?
That's true.
I mean,
There you go.
How do you think
It was
Hunter S.
literally-
Thompson got through his
it was-
career as a writer?
It was, yeah, it was 20% Stephen King, 80% cocaine.
There you go.
That's how it works.
So he was one of the original cocaine cowboys. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I think out of pretty much any of the drugs out there, I think DMT is probably one of the safer ones to ever try, because I mean, if you have a history of your family having like mental illness, you probably shouldn't take any hallucinogens at all, ever. Probably, please don't ever fucking do that.
I don't know, I've heard some horror stories about DMT.
I kind of want to try it.
Fucking dude, like
Good luck
dude
finding it.
the dude took DMT alone, and he almost fucking fucking cut off his hand because he saw spiders crawling in it.
oh, jeez.
Oh wow,
He had a really bad trip.
that's a legendarily bad trip right there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
And it's
god,
like
that's
he could feel
horrible.
the things crawling in his hand, and he could see it too. And he's like, "Oh God, get it off me!"
Yeah, that's
Shit.
I don't know, man. I never had a bad experience on it. I always thought it was an absolutely incredible, like, life-changing moment. whether it is or not. That's the thing with drugs too. The people who take a lot of drugs end up eventually feeling like they're going to have some grand revelation. It's going to change their life, change our whole perspective on shit, man. And
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
need
times,
drugs to see God now, boy, though.
yeah, and a lot of times it just doesn't really end up performing like you really wanted to. But
No,
All I remember is like I got so high once, like when the first time I got high, I forgot how to speak English. Everything became gobbledygook.
Well, I mean, the only time I've ever been like that fucked up to where I reverted back to speaking Spanish was probably on mushrooms, where it was I could not remember how to speak English, but I can certainly speak Spanish, and that was
Damn it, Jesus, why you speak my English?
I regressed into my culture. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is very weird.
Mm-hmm. Very strange.
No
Yeah,
comprendo inglés.
I don't know. I think my favorite.
Some serious sound quality issues. Can you guys even hear me?
Yeah, you're just robot.
I can hear.
Yeah, you're just Robo.
Robo mouth.
I think more than anything, though, I actually really like other like normie reactions to DMT or like hallucinogens in general, more so than I actually even give a shit about the drugs themselves. It's like there was a pirate festival that I went to, and we were having a grand old time, just running around, just going nuts, eating a bunch of acid, that kind of shit. And
this is the time you. Oh, never mind.
And we ended up at the end of the night. We ended up all sitting around in this big fucking circle in the middle of this camp, and we bust out this huge amount of Deemsters. We're all still like frying on acid. And we start tea, and this person comes out of their tent and they're like, "Who the fuck is burning a tire out here? What the fuck is that?" And like 3 people are laying down like, oh, and the rest of them are all like in a stage of like prepping bowls of DMT. And they're like,
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
We're smoking DMT, and without missing a beat, this lady is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck?" And storms back into her tent. It's the funniest damn thing.
You want some, lady? There's enough to go around.
Oh God!
We bought enough.
I mean,
At that point, I don't think I really wanted to smoke DMT with that lady. She was pretty pissed.
I would.
She would have chilled out.
Maybe.
You know that salvia is legal in California, so you can buy it here.
Salvia is legal, I think, everywhere.
It's legal in a lot of places. I don't know about. Fuck.
Oh, fucking NyQuil was great. Fuck.
God damn it, Derpy.
Derpy, take your lead. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm reading the chat.
Oh, yeah. JC just says most I've done is NyQuil. Yeah. Ugh. No thanks.
That's gross.
For me, Four Loco feels just like fucking NyQuil.
Yeah.
And you feel the same way afterward, too.
No.
Just don't ever do triple C's. Just never do that.
Oh God, yeah, please don't. Don't do it.
Mm-mm.
I've had to
The ones that responded know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, don't do it.
You're kind of quiet on our end of mouth, but you're coming through.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
so we're talking about doing the drugs, right? You crazy kid?
Yes.
They are.
Oh, what you gotta get the drugs, old man.
Slamming their weed bongs and shit.
Mushrooms and painkillers are the heaviest shit I've done, and I don't do fucking painkillers anymore. And I only did them like a few times. I don't like painkillers.
I never really did.
Mushrooms, I will say, every time I've done them, I just kind of feel like super hippie, like one with the universe, man.
Oh, yeah.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense. Even that one thing that you couldn't figure out for the life of you, now it makes sense. That's how it goes.
There's one thing I want to try, but I don't know. One, I don't know if it's a good idea. Two, even though it sounds amazing. Two, I don't know if I could get away with it, because it would be pretty obvious in my eyes. I want to go do a full-blown battle game at one of my events, my LARP events, where we have like 20, 30, 50-plus people on either side, and do a full-blown battle game tripping on mushrooms. That'd be fun.
No, you gotta be tripping on PCP.
No.
No. There's no.
Diamonds over there, arms over there.
Yeah, no.
I was kind of hoping you would
You
say
might actually kill
Jesus.
somebody. Don't do PCP.
Or eat somebody's face.
Trampled on.
Yeah, no fucking no violent events while on PC. No PCP in general.
Just don't do PCP.
Fuck you, mailbox. Just rips it up out of the ground and just throws it.
For the love of fuck,
Don't
if
do drugs,
you
kid.
have a, if the option ever comes up to you and somebody's like, "Would you care to partake?" It's a PCP. Say no.
Say no. Absolutely say no.
Actually, Jeff, say fuck no. Get that shit away from me
Yes.
now.
Oh, damn.
This shit was terrifying.
Ugh. PCP.
It makes you bulletproof, guys. It makes you bulletproof.
Oh, God, it was
It
No,
does.
the bullets still go through you. The bullets will still go through you. You just don't feel it.
Your nerves will be fucking bulletproof. That's it. Until you come down.
It also makes you stronger, Superman. It makes you flip over cop cars.
Man.
It
Wild.
also
I have a
makes you eat
question
people's
for you,
faces.
Jeff.
No, that's bath salts. That's bath salts.
Since I've only got a
You clearly haven't done research.
Change a zombie.
hang with you.
Wait, what's up?
Well,
Oh, no,
that thing, Serenity,
the
that
only thing I
basically
got-
makes you lightning proof.
My
Where
mouth
is
was
Home
trying
Depot?
to say something.
I work it there.
Go do work.
What's
Why
going
are
on,
you
Brett?
with us at work?
I don't know. Dragon, are you Mexican?
No.
Hey,
Why the fuck
wait,
did Home
wait,
Depot?
actually, hang on a second. I should probably mention this. Wait, Mouth, you sent me a I Am Kyrgyzstan clip, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mouth.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can kind of hear you. All right. So,
My bad.
Mouth, Dragon, and I were in a documentary.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon, you
Was
were
I in a documentary?
Dragon was the second last
Yeah,
to actually
Dragon
appear in
was-
the entire documentary.
Mm.
So
Oh,
you
while I'm
really?
waiting on Dr. Phil.
yeah,
Nice.
Mhm.
you made it to
Did
Dutch
you
TV.
give them
dude.
that footage for that documentary that I sent you?
What?
Did you give them that footage for that documentary that I sent you?
No. No,
How
it's,
was I
it's
in a
because
documentary?
this Dutch television program they did a documentary on Kyrgyzstan and they used a shit ton of footage from my What Is Kyrgyzstan video. I think your footage is in their mouth, and also I know Dragons is. So yeah,
Nice.
we made it on TV, guys.
No, because you didn't actually include my clip in your video. You missed it.
Oh, I
Aw.
didn't- oh. Sorry, man. Maybe next time you'll get on Dutch television.
That's a
Dutch
dead
television.
You
point
could be
anyway. I don't
famous
give
in
a
a
shit.
country that nobody cares about.
Oh, gee.
Oh.
All right,
I've
Dragon,
actually
mute yourself.
I know I'm gonna help next time.
I didn't do anything. I'm outside now.
Oh,
I was actually in a newspaper before too.
Yeah.
Actually,
So Jeff,
Yeah.
without prying too much into the info, and since I'm working on my own writing, I'm just curious. The book you published, did you publish it under a pen name?
The book that I published, I did. Yeah, I published it under the pseudonym Ezra Holiday instead of Jeff Holiday.
Nice.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's-
kind of want to
here's-
read it.
The thing is like when I was writing this book, I didn't have a pen name or anything like that. But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, I doubt this book's ever going to get very big because I'm very self-conscious about my writing, which is true. I really am, and I just don't really like getting attention. I don't really want any attention at all. I don't want to be in the public eye, so I'm just gonna like make up a name just in case it does get big. So,
you kind of failed on that notion, now, haven't you?
I know.
So he's saying go read his book.
Missed the mark a little bit.
Ezra,
I did miss the market.
I bought it.
Ezra Holiday. All right, I'll go look it up.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
book.
look
It's
it
a
up.
book called The Dead Dream Wakes. It's okay. Sorry.
Dragon, who's behind you?
Cheers.
I'm like the word. I'm way too self-critical.
There's no way to promote your own works.
Is that your bae?
Is that work, babe?
That's
Is that
work, man.
babe?
That's great. bae.
Oh, hey.
Is that illegal work, babe?
That's borderline.
Hey, compliment her on her blouse. Come on.
She's wearing an orange one. No, that's an apron.
Oh, he turned his camera off. Damn it.
So close.
Yeah, but they can still see us technically. So you should compliment the blouse.
They can't see me.
Well, I mean,
over here, right? I had it right here. There's almost no one else in here. There's almost no one
Actually,
else.
let's just roll with it. I want to see if they say anything interesting.
yeah, let's go.
Be as weird as possible on camera.
No, don't do that.
Why are you still on camera?
Please no bully.
We're not bullying. We're trying to help you. We're trying to encourage your.
See if we can get any ammo for later dates. Oh wait, no, I meant to help you.
Subway all over again.
Well, I mean, no, but see, like at Subway, you were playing with us, and you did make you did order a white supremacy sandwich, which is great.
Wow.
But in this, like, we're trying to help your Mac skills, man. Like, you should tell her she's got a nice top.
It's funny
Your
because right
mom.
now it's trying to balance between Dragon's audio and Jeff's audio. And Dragon's audio is automatically overpowering Jeff.
Yeah.
That's pretty common. That happens actually quite a bit.
Dragon,
real-
fix your shit.
There we go.
There.
Fucking mute or something.
Hold on. Oh, what's the, I got this.
Now I can hear mouth. Now I can hear mouth.
Over.
Oh, Mouse is here.
For sure.
All right, there we go.
That's very rare that people say, "Oh, now I can hear him." That's rare.
Mimi Sardinia, Amazon.
It's usually, or especially around my Juggalo homies, it's usually like an episode. It's a run of the Goonies. Shut up, Al.
Phrase of the day that I didn't think that I would hear Juggalo homies.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
same here.
What's wrong with that?
Are the Juggalos your
I love
homies
my
because you
OG.
taught them how magnets work? You hold the secret. You hold the secret.
I totally get that joke's still funny, but in all honesty, like I rarely listen to ICP anymore. Not because I don't love them. I love their old shit. I don't like their current their music.
Yeah,
lately.
I agree with you, Al.
It all went downhill
That's
after
already
that.
Their
a pretty
new
low
shit is
bar.
just like,
That's pretty low bar.
Wow.
For, ICP sucks now.
Dragon,
I mean, come on.
start working.
I never
No.
listened to it thinking it was really good music. I listened to it because I just thought it was funny and on.
now Boondocks? Love Boondocks. Boondocks is great.
Good, but I
Season
don't
4
like
through
this
6 are
more
pretty bad
current
comparatively.
stuff either. Honestly, the group that's doing the strongest, in my opinion, as far as like what they produce, is still Twisted. And I
Yeah.
used to not even be that
Yeah,
big of a
Twisted was
fan.
always better.
And Twisted, especially now that Jamie Madrox has lost so much fucking weight, I swear he's on coke.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
No,
That is a
he's
hell of a
so
drug.
skinny compared to what he used to be. Madrox used to be fat as fuck.
Yeah.
And now he's skinny as fuck. And they always have a really good time on stage. They bring a really good performance to the stage, and their lyrics are still really good, as opposed to, hey, the new ICP's coming out. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll listen to their
Yeah,
old
the
shit.
last one that they had was like some sort of apocalypse one, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like,
The Dark
I've
Carnival.
been listening to the new A Perfect Circle album almost religiously, like every day.
It was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm sorry,
their
man.
new album is
Cool
like,
album.
like Christian apocalypse bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You mean the Book of Revelations?
Right?
Well,
I mean, the
yeah,
Book of Mormon.
Well, their whole Joker's card saga was really meant to be like a
Oh, yeah.
lead up to the. That was the whole. I mean, they are Christian, even though you wouldn't think it listening to their music. But
You
yeah,
wouldn't even chink it.
their shit's always been gimmicky and
Oh.
kind of just for fun. Yeah. And I know Jeff doesn't like Maynard, so
Huh?
you never answered that. Why? Well, I guess I never asked. Why don't you like Maynard? Just because?
Oh, why don't I like Maynard? Oh, why don't I like Maynard?
He's a cunt, or you just don't like his vocals?
He's kind of a
No,
pretentious
dude.
cunt.
His vocals are incredible. He is an amazing performer. He's a great musician. He is an insufferable, pretentious, pseudo-intellectual fucking cunt.
I
Oh my
agree.
god. The only person who's
can't help
more
but love
full,
his
no,
music,
hang on. The only person who's probably more full of themselves and more of a fake fucking obstinate jackass is Alex Gray. Alex
Oh,
Gray
God,
is
I'm gonna say James
Who's
Smith.
Alex Gray again?
more of a pretentious cocksucker than even
He like fancies himself a cult leader. Like,
yes, he does.
Doesn't like isn't Smith like that? James Smith.
I was gonna
Smith
say
is just
Dr.
Jaden
Oz,
Smith,
but
man.
Shout out to Dr. Oz.
Fucking god.
No,
shots fired.
the main reason why I hate Maynard outside of him being a pretentious cunt is because he's not having another Tool album. Fuck!
I thought they were working on it.
They've been working on it for the past 10 years.
Yeah,
I gotta go. I
it's
got
the
work.
greatest elaborate
Bye, guys.
troll.
Oh, yeah,
Bye, Dragon.
Bye.
It's just like System of a Down.
God!
Back. It's the most elaborate troll ever.
Yeah, but at least System's like doing new stuff on tour. Tool's still playing like maybe one new song a show, and they're playing everything off of like Lateralis.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
like 10,000 Years. It's not my fault that people don't like Zombie.
I like that album. Too.
As a
like pretty much
percussionist, I
everything
like
that.
Zombie.
Wait. What? You
As
say
a
10,000 days?
Did I say
Yeah.
years? Yeah, 10,000 days.
Yeah, that was shit. That was fucking awful.
I like that album. Fuck off.
Compared to
I'm coming to
Lateralis,
Eugene and
yeah.
we're having a fist fight.
Compared to fucking Little Pump, it was trash.
No, no.
How dare you?
Damn, Jeff.
No.
Things are getting heated. I'm gonna.
Hey, no chill.
We're gonna segue into.
What are we gonna segue into?
Bondage?
We're gonna segue to how does everybody feel about Tech 9? We're just gonna go there because why not?
Not bad.
I like Tech 9.
I like Tech Nine.
Amazing rapper as far as skill goes. I don't really listen to him though. Nothing but respect for how he's able to. He's impressive. He always has been.
Hey.
Hello, Red.
Hey, Red.
Hi.
It's Red. What's going on,
It
Red?
is Red. I am supposed to be packing right now, but I really don't want to, so I'm putting it off as much as possible. Hey.
It's okay. Hang out with us and talk.
I'm going to.
Good choice.
I really don't want to move. I really don't want to start packing again. I just don't want to.
Why?
I'm just putting it off as long as possible.
Yo, I thought you moved to a nice place and like away from the crazy neighbors.
Oh, we did. We absolutely love the house. It's a brilliant house. What we don't love is the damp, the mold, the cold because the window doesn't close properly, the wood lice that keep getting in,
Ew.
and the garden gate that is non-existent, and there's all kinds of other different problems. So we're moving again.
Yeah. Okay. That's
It's a bit egregious.
explains a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty,
Well, it's okay. It's okay, Red. I'll be moving in the next few months as well, so that's going to be interesting. I've had to sell most of my things already, and I'm only taking at least 2 weeks worth of clothing and maybe my electronics, and that's about it.
Yeah, we have to pack up everything, and we've got 6 days to do it.
Oh,
I should, like I said, I should be packing right now, but I'm procrastinating as long as possible.
I have to move at the end of the year, and I don't even have all my shit with me. Some of it's still in storage from when I moved.
So if this hangout ends like the first one we were in, then we're not done at least before midnight.
Oh yeah, that's kind of normal.
Oh, did
I
you guys
finally
have
made it
another
before
long
the
walk?
end.
Midnight? Like it's like midday for me. Like I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying.
It's almost 1:30.
There's no such thing as other time zones.
What are you talking about?
West Coast, Best Coast.
Yeah, as I say, everything's.
You should go into the ocean with your West Coast.
Our West Coast.
And here we are back to Maynard.
Just remember, guys, Maynard Keaton got us here.
Oh God.
Okay, so do you guys
Don't you
wanna see
know
one of
who
the
he
cutest-
is?
Do you guys want to see one of the cutest things ever?
Sure.
No.
Yes.
There is.
Always.
I'm at like equine therapy. My son's doing that. There's a baby miniature horse just sprinting like it is the end of the world. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I can see him. Where is he? Oh, how do I see there? Oh,
So tiny you can't see.
oh, it's too small. Dang
It's
it.
like the world's smallest violin.
It is. I'm sorry.
no.
I failed to. Well, here's a puppy instead then.
Yay,
Hey,
Oh,
Winston.
pupper.
Wait, ready?
And doggo.
I shaved him a mohawk.
Nice.
Aw.
Sweet.
I miss my red
There we go.
pit bull.
Oh, they're so sweet.
His name is Bjorn, and he's a big love sack, and I miss him.
That's
Is it
pretty much
love-
all of them.
Love sack.
Love sack.
Oh, those things are
He's,
awesome.
he's a big old. He's just a big old love bug. He's one of those big dogs that just wants love all the time.
That sounds like a really weird euphemism, but okay.
No,
Yeah,
actually, there's a company that sells giant bean bags. They're called love sacks, and you can get them as wide as 8 feet. Like
Some of them
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of them are beanbag beds.
Huh?
And I kind of want one.
Oh yeah.
Then
My
buy
love
one.
sack is not nearly that big. I'll tell you that much.
Unless you get elephantitis.
Mm-hmm.
Elephantitis. Oh God.
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's. Oh man, I just had a conversation about that on Reddit.
What?
On Reddit, we were talking about that specific problem, and he was like freaking out because he didn't know that was a thing, and I was awful and linked pictures.
Oh lord.
Welcome to the internet.
Pretty much.
I did know a man who had an extremely large testicles though. Like big like we think of gods as big, like huge balls.
Oh.
Okay.
Tanuki.
Yeah.
I've never seen Tanuki's balls, strangely enough.
Oh.
You've seen Nick's though, haven't you? Oh no, that was Prince of Queens. That's on Nick's balls.
A lot of people have seen Nick's balls.
I wasn't there for that stream, so I haven't seen his balls.
Nick seems like the dude that
me
just
neither.
hangs brain all the time.
A lot of people have.
You should start charging at this point.
Honestly. Well, I mean, there was a stream. Like, I don't remember whose stream it was, but like during the stream, like Nick just stood up and pulled his balls out of his
was
fly.
Prince of Queen's stream. That's where he got his first community strike from.
Was that? Oh my god! Okay.
Was it his second? It might have been, no, it was his first. It was his first community strike.
Yeah.
Color me surprised.
Don't pull your balls out on a live stream, guys. That's a bad idea.
Well, my camera's not on anyway.
I might not
really
do it
think.
on camera, but don't tell me what to do. I'll do it if I want.
I mean, Jeff, we had this conversation like last week, and you already know most of my life. So what I do on my spare time is none of your fucking business.
Little known
Touche,
fact,
Nelson.
I fondle myself during every hangout. I'm kidding. I'm usually at work on my lunch break. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go. My lunch break's over.
Aw.
Guys.
I'm sure
See you later.
Bruce will be here by the time you
Go back
get
to
off.
jerking it in the fucking bathroom stall.
Get off.
Keep your eyes open too. I will be writing a book in the next. God knows how long it takes me to do it.
It better be some like mouth.
And I'm
When
gonna
it
be
comes,
reading Jeff.
mouth. When
oh, no.
anything coming from you, it better be some top-notch erotica. I'm telling you, dude.
You know what's funny about that? I've actually been writing some of that lately.
Yeah, I'm in.
There you go.
So I didn't even notice who said that, but yeah, apparently we're so.
I'm expecting him really top-notch erotica, dude. Top-notch.
Quality.
The best quality.
I was actually looking up how to publish ebooks and like what the pricing was for like 15,000 words or less or more and shit. So.
Is it a pop-up book? 'Cause that'd be way better.
No, it's a scratch and sniff.
Ooh.
I'm
I don't think a lot of those pens will transfer very well over to paper. Just so you're aware. So I'd be careful if you're doing a scratch and sniff, man.
The whole book just smells like sensual oils.
No, probably the pop-up. Somebody tried sticking their dick in there and getting the paper cut.
Real quick, on that note, and I moved away from any of my coworkers before I said this, I will leave you all with this. My greatest scheme ever that I'm going to make come true one day. Hardcore
Take a
anal
breather.
porn. Now in smell-o-vision.
That sounds like a trauma film.
Alright, I'm out. See you guys.
Later, man.
Oh, God.
That sounds like something you can only get away with like in Germany or something like that.
No, you get it. You get away with it in Pakistan. They don't.
Whoa. That wasn't expected. Do tell.
As far as I know, when it comes to Pakistan, there's enough places where you can like shoot like incognito shit. Like you don't as long as the government doesn't find out, they can't stop you.
That sounds like everywhere.
Yeah.
As long as the government
degenerate.
To be honest, if I'm going to choose a country, I'm not going to choose Pakistan of all places to do that kind of shit. Once you do get caught, you're fucked, but in a bad way.
More places to hide, man.
Yeah, sodomy I hear is frowned upon.
Yeah, slightly in a fundamentalist Islamic country, oddly enough.
I mean, sodomy is illegal in Texas. It's still illegal in Texas. So
I live in Texas, but we break the law all the time. Like
exactly, like
right.
Like if you have more than 6 dildos in Texas, you can get thrown in jail. It's fucking hilarious.
Wait,
seriously? Don't go to Texas.
Dude. Yeah, I was going to say, Jeff, you better
Jeff,
not move.
don't go to Texas.
I don't get a lot of sodomy in my life. I got to tell you guys, it's not really a thing that comes up very often.
It's not really on the table a lot of the time. No,
not really. Mems is not big on taking in the pooper. Just not a fan.
I thought the suggestion was the other way around, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were going like Mems doing you in the butt, not.
Oh, so we're talking about pegging.
You and your collection.
Dildos. All you need is the fucking like rubber harness.
No thanks.
Chinese basket. Yeah.
I did the requisite, like, had a weird freaky girlfriend a long time ago who was like, we should totally try this once. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Then we did, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. It is not my thing. Sorry.
Is that scene from Deadpool? It's like, nope.
Yep.
It's International Women's Day.
Yep.
What is up with my camera? It looks like I'm spazzing out. I'm just going to leave my camera off then.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, well.
We're sitting in a car, so there's nothing good going on here.
Oh, same here, but. Oh man, so let's see. One weird thing, I had never seen a Wizard of Oz video at all until like last week, and I'm thoroughly surprised and angry at myself.
Yeah.
For not watching anything, and I was like, oh, he's just someone that streams with Jeff. Okay, cool. No, he has a fucking YouTube channel. I didn't fucking know this for some reason.
Yeah, Nick's voice is enchanting.
I felt that way in the beginning. Like, that's what I thought. So you're not alone.
Yeah, he's
fortunately I knew him before.
You are now 2 of the new subscribers out of the 5 he lost today. It's okay.
He
lost
like
the same
5.
fucking joke.
Play golf with friends with him. That's when it gets really good.
Oh yeah, no.
And by the way, I fucking hate you for introducing me to that game. Just
why? It's so good.
What is it?
Because I've been fucked up playing it for like 2 weeks.
Okay, Jeff.
Oh.
You need to stop moping, and we're gonna play Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Although to be honest, I really haven't been moping too terribly much lately.
Well, good.
I've been actually really focused on working, so that's been good.
That's always good.
Then that's even better.
Yeah.
Any progress on BattleTech?
On BattleTech? Okay, I've been having this issue with BattleTech. My issue with BattleTech is this: I am absolutely determined that I am going to. I'm absolutely determined that I want to beat this one specific level, and I have played this level, I think, 9 times now, and I refuse to let anybody die. But every time I play it, somebody dies, and so I've been stuck on it.
Oh, it's your own little Kobayashi Maru.
It is. It is exactly like that.
Yeah, I noticed that some because they are generated levels. It's not only this storyline missions are really scripted, if I recall, and some of them are just not realistic to get through. And I've noticed that as my mechs got heavier, it would actually list like 1.5 in difficulty, and suddenly you're faced with like 2 or 3 heavy mechs and I don't know, a dozen light and small and medium ones, and I'm like, this is 1.5. This is at least a 3-mark difficulty. I'm like, this is not correct. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
it did not make sense.
It's steep. Also, if you have not gotten a chance to get like to a certain level of mech, like assaults and heavies and shit, certain parts of the game are just damn near impossible, and that shit's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, and it can get pretty grindy that way, especially if you don't progress through the storyline ones.
Yeah,
so
it's a great game though.
It is, yeah. Any preferred mech?
Right now, not really. I really like taking light mechs and running up with like full loadouts of short range missiles, and just running up and blasting it in somebody's face. But it's not very viable. It's just very satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's like a mech version of XCOM.
Yeah.
You know, which is great. XCOM's an awesome game.
So, but Jeff, if you want to watch the story of the world's angriest man, I recommend you should find Asura's Wrath and just start playing through it.
Yes.
Oh,
Asura's Wrath! Holy shit!
I love
They
that
just
game, though.
they just released I guess the equivalent of an emulator for it that you can play it in 4K now.
Yep.
Seriously?
And yeah, it's fucking crazy how clean that game looks in 4K.
It's like God of War, just over 15,000 years.
And visually, it's Street Fighter 4 on steroids.
And on crack.
I just realized that people are super chatting during the Patreon stream. Uh-oh.
Wait,
we...
No.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Read those things before I
Oh, the first one.
What's up, guys?
Rhino says, donate to Anahata's GoFundMe. It's not for FGM, female genital mutilation. It's true. It is not. So Anna can go to VidCon with us. We're going to make sure you get to VidCon one way or the other, though. That's going to
Wait, so is that saying Anahata is pro female genital mutilation?
Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Should be mandatory.
Should be mandatory.
Mount said,
oh no, we cut the wrong thing. Sew it back on.
Mount said sodomy is any sex act not intended for procreation. I think some states do actually list it like that. Yeah,
a lot of states do the military version. It's just like, yeah, it's anything outside of the missionary position that is not for the reproduction of children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Texas in a nutshell.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
That's UCMJ too.
Although
Jesus.
Now I'm worried about some evangelical preacher like busting through my door to search my house, but you know.
Busting. All right, before I'm any later, I gotta go to work, so I'll see you guys later.
Peace out, man.
All right, see you later.
So, have any of you guys had to deal with the crazy people who are convinced that the eruption in Hawaii is Jesus' second coming and the world ending?
I don't really talk to people except for you guys. So no.
You're the sane people I talk to, so you know.
Exactly.
It's a new one to me, but I'm not at all surprised.
Yeah, that too.
Is this a new end time prophecy or something?
Yeah, pretty much. It's that this is showing the end times because it's a volcanic eruption. I've had someone who claimed that they lived there 25 years. They're like, I lived on Hawaii for 25 years and there was never volcanic activity. I'm like, you weren't paying any damn attention.
Exactly.
But on top of that, 25 years is not an achievement for that. I mean, in terms of like volcanic activity, 25 years is just a blink of an eye. Who the fuck cares about that?
Yeah. It's driving me crazy because everyone and I think they think Hawaii is only like 12 miles wide or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there's so many other, like, this is just a tiny little section. No, the whole thing's gonna blow up and sink in the ocean.
Of course.
Oh, never mind.
I'd be like, what are you talking about? That whole island is giant fucking
the world's largest mountain.
Volcanoes.
Yeah.
Mauna Loa is world's largest mountain. 10,000 feet taller than Mount Everest.
All that would happen is the islands get bigger.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you. There's also some people that say that Jesus is angry because the
Jesus angry.
Hello.
Well, yeah, he's angry because of phones.
That too.
He's angry because the natives are attributing his second coming to Pele, who's just a demon. Like, it's insane. Yeah, because on the island, it's the all the volcanic activity is usually referred to as Tutu Pele or Madame Pele, who's the volcano, and she created the islands. And like, a lot of people use it in an abstract sense, like just me. Even some of the volcanologists use it just to cover volcanic activity. Period. It's Madame Pele, but in their mind, they think everyone believes Madame Pele is exactly like Jesus or something. Like, it's so, I don't know how they do the mental gymnastics, but apparently she's a demon. And they're worshiping her, and that's why God's going to destroy Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's another channel. I'm going to have to send it to you, Jeff.
Yeah, I want to see
some of this.
I want to see all these. These are great.
Oh, there's the best one is it's like Mr. BB333 or something. I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay.
He shows videos of all of these supernatural phenomena. We're doing the camera because it is just supernatural phenomena. Okay. Mm-hmm. He showed a picture from a video of a camel swimming in the ocean.
Okay.
If you did any research at all, the camel was being, led by a boat because it was racing camel training. But he's like, oh, no, these camels, they just found it in the middle of the ocean. The animals are going crazy. They know the change is coming. Like, he had, I'm not even, there's video of the new skywriting where they use the dots behind that. Only whoever was taking the video was a few miles, like, away, so it looked flatter, like you couldn't see it. And they apparently couldn't see the plane. So he's like, no, these are just appearing. There was no plane, nothing. What does this mean? Why are these, like, freaking out?
Flat earthers, man.
Oh my God, like, to a new level. It is, like, he had a
start putting Valium in the water supply.
There was a video. Is either a video or a picture of a duck on a car, and apparently the animals are losing their. I'm like, dude, no. Or like, there's a duck in the middle of the woods. There's no pond near there. I'm like, oh wow, it's
Yeah, that does never happen.
Yeah, ducks. Everyone knows ducks' wings don't do anything. Like.
They're decorative, obviously.
Nibble, what the fuck you talking about?
It makes you feel like you're taking crazy pills. Literally taking crazy pills. Some of the things. And like I tried to explain, like, it's not more crazy things are happening. It's that more people have camera and the ability to share them. But it's just, you have to, I will, as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm going to send it to you because you are just going to, it's just a present. Just bring it liquor.
Okay. No, I'm looking forward to it. I need fun things that are not soul crushing. Like,
you're going to be in hysterics.
I sat down and I read my worksheet that I have of like things that I'm currently focusing on, and it's like awful, more awful. Oh my God, soul crushingly terrible, awful. I'm like, fuck, I need fun shit. The only thing fun I have like waiting for me this month is Hemlock Moonwolf. That's it. Other than that, like,
dude, you're gonna love this guy. It's gonna make you happy. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go find that right now. I'll be right back.
Wait,
because I know it's gonna boot me off, but I'll be right back just to get that name for you.
Okay. The water is turning the Christian stupid. Nice one.
I am a little concerned though because I don't know how I'm gonna outdo my last Moonwolf video. Like, I don't know how I can keep amping this shit up because I don't know. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tool this next one to be funny. Because it is funny, but it's like, I don't know. Wait, do you ever do something really good and then you're kind of like, I don't know if I can ever do it quite that good again?
Yeah.
It fucking gives me anxiety quite a bit, and so and it doesn't help that like I got comments that are like, I don't know how you're gonna top this one. I'm like, I don't know either. Shit. Oh no! Fuck. get Warcock to collab. I thought about that, Nick. I've thought about that quite a bit. Like,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, see if I can get me and like Warcock to have like a woke off with that'd be great.
A woke off, nice. I mean, you're just talking about my entire life. Like I figure that I can't top what I do on a day-to-day basis, and then somehow I fucking do, and that gets me in trouble.
Yeah.
So when we leave the stream, and I'll send you a message of what's going on, Jeff. You're gonna find this relatively hilarious.
Absolutely, sounds good to me.
Okay, I think I sent the link to the cloud one, which just cracks me up in the righty thing.
Right.
But
Okay.
The channel's name is Mr. So a big M, little R, big M, big B, 333. So Mr. MBB33. And the cloud one, like literally the cloud one, is just.
Let's see.
If there's a way we can share it so we can all watch it together, we'll make my day.
Oh, I don't.
Even just a few minutes.
I'm looking at it right now. Like May 14, 2018, outside strong sun radiation, UVC, UVB, UVA, bonus viewer pictures.
Yeah, he includes all sorts of data that he has no idea what it is. Like he's trying to sound smart, but he has no idea what those numbers mean or any of that. He's just.
Wow.
Right?
This guy reminds me of like I have this this sick fascination with conspiracy theorists who make like copious amounts of content. Like this guy, he sounds like he's gonna be really interesting. Some of them are really fucking terrible. Like, have you ever heard of Jurassic Liars?
No, I'm gonna be right back. My son just came back. We're gonna get him in the car. I'm just meeting you for a second.
Okay. Jurassic Liars.
I'm still here, so.
This dude has had I don't even know how many, like dozens of channels, because he keeps getting taken down by YouTube because he'll do shit with like he'll go to a grocery store and he'll pick up like just a random thing like he'll pick up like Jif peanut butter. He'll be like, Jif, like the J is in Jew, you fucking fuckers. I knew it. I fucking knew it. They're fucking everywhere. Puts it down.
What the hell?
Wow.
Don't just spread. Yeah, spreading your damn lies, you goddamn fag queer, blah, blah, blah. And just goes crazy about how like every food product is like the gay Jew agenda. It's
like the monster. Did you guys see the video of the monster lady?
Yeah, I started drinking more Monster after that.
Like, oh man, it's hilarious. There's a YouTube video on it that she's explaining the can of Monster. Oh, you know it?
Oh,
it's the room, and they stand for the 6, and it's the 666, which is the number of the beast. And you say it says a monster, and then and over here, unleash the beast. It's some sort of Satan shit.
Oh, that one! Wow, I haven't heard of that video in a long time.
That sounds awesome. Oh my god!
Hilarious. It's
I need to go grab some Monster.
I started drinking more Monster.
I haven't seen that one. I want to see that.
Like she has her own little stand. Like it looks like some kind of like booth at a like at junior high
like
when
a
they
kid's
have
craft fair or something.
Exactly.
Like
and she has like a whole booth about it.
Best. It is the best.
There's also this lady. Jeff, what was that channel that you when you did weekend your Wingnut Roundup a couple months ago with that black girl that was trying to call you a beta cuck?
Oh yeah, Truth Talk, yeah.
Okay, so they have a video where there's a girl trying to debunk dinosaurs.
What?
What?
Yes. I am not fucking kidding you. That's a very I saw that video a year or two ago.
I just found
on Facebook. Yep. It is absolutely abhorrent. This lady is sitting there trying to disprove fossils and that dinosaurs exist.
I need that, please.
I will.
But it's easy. It's just a test.
Well, didn't Satan do it with the scientists?
He found it.
I fucking found it.
Yes.
It's literally a fucking booth.
Yep.
Oh, you found the monster one.
The monster one.
Okay,
Yes.
I will look up the video and I will send it to you.
Awesome.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah,
It
don't
is
you love the little
fucking
board?
crazy.
See?
This fucking bitch.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to do a wingnut roundup here really soon. I'm gonna compile all these together and do like conspiracy theorist edition wingnut roundup. Like, no
That'd be
single
perfect,
statement.
man. That would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, that will
do
make me
this.
so happy.
Because the last time that the last one that I did went really, really weird. It got really super crazy with like Hollywood cloning and shit. And, like,
like the lizard people.
Yeah, that was weird. Like I want to do a video about cloning now. I really do.
Oh, have you seen like the people who they go on rants because they saw like some picture online of it looks like a pig human hybrid and they're convinced that that's what they're making in CERN?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I think I have seen that.
And I'm like, a 5-year-old could see that that's not real. Like
hybrid at CERN.
That's what they want you to believe.
Oh yeah, they.
So they want you to
They.
believe Hillary's a devil globalist agenda.
Oh, there it is.
In CERN, in like Switzerland. Yeah.
Oh, I still love that at CERN those one guys they went out and like made a huge show to look like they were doing some kind of sacrifice just to freak everyone out. They got in trouble, but it was so worth it. So worth it. Like they fake sacrifice something in like robes with candles, and oh, if I find the video, I'll send that one to you guys too, because people freaked out.
There's a channel called Paranoid Times.
Paranoid Times.
Oh my god.
81,000 subscribers, and they're like pigs, human chimeras. We were right about Plum Island. What?
Plum Island?
What is Plum Island?
I don't know.
Have you guys seen the video of the supposed homunculus that the guy made with an egg in Russia?
The fuck?
Yeah.
What?
He claims that he's made life by injecting his own DNA, we'll call it just his DNA, into an egg. But it's just the way he like it looks like it's actually moving, but what it really is a trick with magnets and goo. Like I could recreate it in like 10 minutes, but there are hundreds of thousands of people that believe that he really created life and like that scientists are really doing this stuff.
What the fuck?
It worries me. It worries me for society.
That's not even like.
I have a headache
sorry,
now.
This went really deep, really fast, right?
Yeah, no, I got.
This, like, existential crisis mode.
What is this?
What'd you find now?
Right now, Lyme disease on Plum Island, fringe conspiracy theory or government cover up.
I think you threw Jeff out.
It's in New York.
Though it's like
Plum Island.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sent you down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this is great. I'm entranced by this.
It's
Nazi
funny though, at
scientists.
least.
Yeah, dude, Nazi scientists during the Cold War recruited after World War II for animal disease center research, biological weapon experimentation.
It always have to be Nazi scientists for some reason.
Yeah,
There were quite a bit of them.
Yeah, that's true.
There were quite a few.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
The same thing. I was like, wait a
The
minute.
looks on your face are totally worth it. Just
So I'm looking, and the lady is. God damn it. She's the white lady on Truth or Talk. What the fuck is her name? April Bowden or some crap like that. I'm trying to find her video.
Oh, for the Truth or Talk with the dinosaur thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, April was is the white woman in Truth or Talk. And then the black lady is Shatrice or some shit.
Have you heard back from her?
No. She made 2 videos on me, and then I did my stream, and I messaged her too, and I was like, "You have an invitation. You can come talk to me live on the stream while I do Wingnut Roundup." And she never replied for like 4 days. Well, she didn't reply for 4 days, and then she wrote back, and she basically was like, "Fuck you, piece of shit." And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then she never talked about me again.
Wait. Okay, so who is this?
The Truth or Talk people.
Oh, I guess I missed that whole section. What are they?
She called me a beta male.
Lord.
Because the thing was, what happened was I found somebody sent me a video.
What happened was.
What happened was
Okay.
somebody sent me a video of theirs about saying vaccines are bullshit, and I made a video counter to it. And the other lady in Truth or Talk went absolutely fucking bananas and just got super pissed at me. And she made 2 videos about me, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking debate you.
Emotional enough?
Yeah, she was like, you should debate me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna debate you. I'm gonna make fun of you. Fuck you. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give your ideas enough credence to even be worth a debate.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a little bit confused, but she's appeared on Christians Against Dinosaurs. April Bowden. She's appeared on it, and this is a complete. It's on a different YouTube channel. I just sent you the link on Discord.
Okay.
Holy crap! Is it hilarious?
Is she one of those, like, the devil made fossils to confuse us people?
Essentially.
Oh, this lady. Yeah, she's not from Truth or Talk. She's not from Truth or Talk.
She just looks the same then.
And also this she does, although she's got some fucking juicy ass sweater kittens, to tell you that much. But it turns out I did research into this lady because I found this video a while ago, and I was like, holy shit. Oh my god, I have to do this. I have to do a video on this, even though it's like been around for a while. And it turns out totally 100% a fucking troll.
A troll? Oh, that's awesome. That's a good troll then.
100%. And
okay.
yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I tried to track her down so I could send her congratulations on a very successful troll, but I don't know where she went.
Probably went into hiding because she got a lot of hate for that one.
She was a teacher, if I'm not mistaken. She got in trouble because she was like an elementary school teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, and she had to like explain to her boss like it was a joke. And it really wasn't supposed to get big, but I guess it was a really successful joke.
Yeah. I hear there's a guy in Scotland who's been faced with a sort of similar situation.
You were good?
Well, at least the girl in America didn't get taken to jail or arrested for that one. So we have that going for us.
Still, yeah,
true.
That stream yesterday was garbage.
I had to cut off that stream. There's very few topics that make me just want to punch the wall, and Amos E is
I
one
was
of those
like,
people that I would.
I didn't even touch that shit.
Stop! Please, Dankula, just in the goddamn stream right now.
What happened? What is the next day saying he won?
So
he had stupid on.
To catch everybody up, Dankula did a stream with Amos E again. And he was obviously talking about pedophilia and that kind of shit. What's so frustrating for me is when I did my stream with Amos E was actually my breaking point. That was my breaking point. Because prior to that, I was down for the whoring, for the super chats and the shekels and the money. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like all I got to do is just find things that are like really shocking and like engrossing for people, and like it's gonna draw them in. Like I get good tips. It gets exposure for the channel, and I reach more people, so more people will see my message when I talk about something that's important to me, like anti-vax shit, or GMOs, or whatever. So, like, I'm down. This is working. Cool. Making money. Channel's growing big and really fast. Let's do this. And then the Amos E thing happened, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done. I will not ever do that again.
Yeah, no.
Ever.
I appreciate that is something that you decided to do, because if I were to see another Amos, I really shouldn't have watched the Amos E thing, because I got really angry.
Oh, me too.
Really angry.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm realizing that I'm sitting there for 2.5 hours having to talk to this disgusting piece of shit, and I'm getting paid to have to listen to this dude talk about fucking...
And it's not worth it.
and I I was disgusted with myself. I still am.
To deal with him, the best thing is everyone just needs to ignore him, because that's what he wants. He wants the attention. He wants to be in the spotlight, and he wants to be hated just because that's the only attention he can get.
Yeah. Mom didn't hug him enough, and now he's taking it out on the internet.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he's from the Philippines, right? So I mean, they probably would have killed him.
He's from not from the
Singapore.
Philippines. Singapore.
I almost said Singapore.
Oh yeah, they still would have killed him.
Good lord.
Not sure killed, but they would have thrown him in jail for a long time again.
Yeah, he really pissed them off.
Yeah. Well, I get that you like some people. I don't disagree with like rebelling against a pretty authoritarian regime, to be honest. But this is not the way. Like, this is just being edgy as fucks because edgy, and that's bullshit.
I'm sure it started off as a troll, but the more and more he got into it, he started to actually fucking believe it.
That's exactly what I think happened.
Yeah.
It's a crab bucket effect. He started getting attention with those kind of people, and then when he brings that kind of talk to
and then they validated
bigger
him.
channels, it basically reinforces. See, everyone hates. They're the irrational ones. We're rational. It's you can't get out. It's once you get in, you're stuck. All the other crabs will just bring you right back down.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's sad and scary.
Ugh. I swear to God. But anyway, I'm just I was frustrated to see him on a stream again, but whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully Dank is done.
Yeah.
Because apparently Amos C has been trying to get onto the Kumite today. He was aggressively messaging them and trying to get on. And so Andy actually ran a poll. Andy ran a poll if they should debate Amos C live on the show. And like overwhelmingly everybody voted no on Twitter.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I didn't even know about this until now.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't want you doing something,
if even they don't want you, I mean,
and I say that's a good thing.
It's a good thing that he listened. If not, well, I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Good thing he listened.
See, and this is why you need to keep the foreigners out.
Close the borders.
For what it's worth, no, I'm not like that.
See, there's one. Where there's one, there's hundreds.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Somebody asked me. Let's see. WJW Willow asked a really good question earlier. What's the biggest conspiracy theory that you believe to have credibility? That's a tough one. I see. The thing is, like most conspiracy theories are just that. They're theories. They're usually very baseless, or they have like circumstantial evidence. There's not really a whole lot to bolster them bigger than just ranting and raving. But when a conspiracy ends up becoming truth, then it's no longer a conspiracy theory. I find it really interesting to look back and trace the roots of like things being uncovered and how we remember them. Like for instance,
like MK Ultra.
Like MK Ultra is a really good example. A lot of people were like, "There's no way that could be real." Oh shit, it was real.
Yeah.
Oh, but then they remember it differently, and they ascribe a lot more to it than the truth. And the truth is pretty fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
All around. One of the other ones I think is interesting is like cigarettes. It's kind of a common trope that people will say, well, doctors used to say that cigarettes were healthy for you. That's not true.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they would prescribe them for certain things, like throat issues and stuttering.
Right. Some doctors would actually well, they wouldn't prescribe, but they would recommend smoking. But that was a very small section and a small subset of doctors. The overwhelming scientific consensus was still that smoking was not good for you. Like there was never a point in time in science where the established scientific understanding ever thought that cigarettes were a good thing. Like, that never happened. Never happened.
It's kind of like the 4 out of 5 dentists thing. It's just like a marketing, like.
Wait, that's not true.
Yeah.
Tentacle.
Yo.
We hear your game.
We're driving through middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So I mean, like, and obviously there were huge conflicts of interest. There was, it was revealed that there was legitimate, real private money being put in towards compelling certain professionals to recommend cigarettes. You had doctors being paid to go on record and being like, Virginia Slims will help women lose weight, which was obviously very bullshit. But that's a problem with a lack of morals and conviction and no specific oversight to fight against it. It wasn't because science actually did think that cigarettes were good for you. So that's the kind of shit that I find really interesting.
It's a bit mundane, perhaps, but what about the Bilderberg group?
The Bilderberg group?
Yeah, you know about that one?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's basically really shortly after World War II ended in Europe. A group of the most important leaders, including our royal house, came together in a Bilderberg hotel, which is a chain in this country at least. I think it's international.
Okay.
And it's all very secret. It's a very select club of politicians. It's
like the
heads of state.
Like that.
They have the big
Like that.
owl
And
out in the middle of nowhere.
But it's an actual thing. Like, it's an actual meeting, and people are not disclosing what's being said there. And for instance, you have the heads of state coming together, and then for some reason, like our monarch in there. And it's like, why of this tiny nation someone like that? And there's several people who are maybe not heads of state, but very influential people, business people, and they are gathered there as well to make apparently decisions on something, but they don't know what, and they're not telling us.
Interesting.
So that's a really interesting, because it is actually real, but there's always these conspiracy theories coming forth from that they are like the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Kind of like the whole New World Order stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's also because it was right at the fall of Germany that it started happening, because there was obviously this vacuum in power in Europe, at least. So that leads to all kinds of conspiracies as well as a result.
Crazy. That is interesting, because I mean, like, that's something that you hear a lot when you're watching conspiracy videos, and they're like, and they'll say, like, the Koch brothers and the fucking Illuminati and the Reptoid and the Bilderbergs. I'm like, and I never thought to think of, like, what the fuck is the Bilderberg? I don't know. That's great.
You have the Rothschild family as well. Insanely rich and powerful, and people don't know what the fuck they're doing exactly.
Mm-hmm. Crazy shit, man. Crazy. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to doing a Wingnut roundup with conspiracy theory videos. Although I'm considering doing a stream. I'm considering it. I'm having a problem right now with free speech. This problem is something that's driving me really crazy. I absolutely do believe in not just the First Amendment in the United States, but also the very notion of free speech. I think is really important, and I'm kind of a free speech absolutist, but I'm being challenged on that lately because of this video that I'm working on with this guy who successfully fundraised $10,000 to spread stories and images of dead children to millions of people on Facebook to try and scare people into the anti-vax movement.
That's not. I have issues with them saying that you're going against free speech, because that's not free speech, that's propaganda.
Right.
But when is it propaganda?
And it technically, I would say that it's not, because it's more than likely going to hurt somebody or kill somebody.
Right.
As far as social media platforms are concerned, like there should definitely be a thing where they don't allow that sort of thing on their website. But as far as like the law is concerned, like I'm kind of absolutist about that.
Right. Well, so the thing is that Facebook is a private company. So if they decide that they want to not have certain things on there, that's their choice. My problem that I'm having right now is it's an ethical dilemma where I don't want to censor them being able to have their page and say what they want to say. But because Facebook has taken a firm stance against fake news, I am very tempted to want to run an aggressive campaign to compel Facebook to not accept money to boost posts and do paid advertisement for anti-vaxxers.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm
so
having
dangerous.
Yeah,
it's so dangerous.
So
that's the problem I have.
Well, isn't that sort of the solution to your problem then as well? I mean, it's a race, basically a race to who gets most of the support, and hopefully at least the one with the more like evidence and who makes the better point will win.
Well, that's kind of the issue though,
Yeah.
is because
Wasn't there a big thing with Zuckerberg not vaccinating his kid?
Oh, I don't remember.
Was there?
For some reason, I remember some video about them talking about not doing any more of their vaccinations.
Can you vaccinate like reptilian eggs?
I'm sure you could.
No, they're robots.
No, he did.
Remember, he's the android.
He did get his baby vaccinated, and he specifically made a post to show that he got his.
Good.
Yeah, I just found the time.
That's what I remember.
So, so that's a big problem that I'm having. It's not that I want to censor anti-vaxxers. It's that
you want to protect people.
I don't know of any way to really fight this on their level than to either one
you
fundraise to make my own propaganda against their propaganda, in which case I have to try and like whore for other people's money to do this, or to try and compel Facebook to not accept their money for those paid boosts. That's the only thing I can think of, and how that influences and goes against like my feelings of freedom of speech, and I'm confused now, and I don't know what the fuck to do about it.
Like, I was having that problem too, but the thing is, freedom of speech is sorry, we're at the mailbox too.
Sorry.
It stops, your freedom of speech stops when it starts harming others.
Yeah, but what? That's easier said than done. But what is harm? When does it harm? And is there proof for that?
The measles outbreak.
But with
sure.
The whooping cough, like it's doing actual damage, and people are getting sick and dying, and it's affecting people who do vaccinate, or people like me who have an autoimmune disease, and a cold when you're on immunosuppressants can put you in the hospital super quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's
well,
like I get it if you want to do that, but you can't risk everybody else for you.
No, I agree with that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm entirely on that side. But the another problem is, like, this is the accepted norm generally. Like, we vaccinate people because this is proven to be a good thing. But what if the norm was not actually right? Look at cigarettes. Everybody smoked back in the day, and it was considered just a normal thing. People didn't think too much about it, but the money was with the big corporations back then. If you were trying to stand up, oh crap, I'm getting a call. This is work. Sorry, guys.
But as he said, with the whole cigarette thing, we knew that it was bad. They knew that it was bad.
Yeah.
We've always known that cigarettes were bad. Whereas
we were just talking about this.
Yeah. Whereas vaxxing is
good.
There's no proof that
we know
it's bad.
anti-vaxxing is bad.
Right.
Exactly.
But there's also a thing, and I think there's a thing when it comes to marketing. You cannot market to children. You can't use children to market specific products.
Exactly.
There's a specific way. I can't remember the law about marketing. I used to have to market for one of the companies I used to work for, and you cannot directly market to children, which is one, and two, you cannot use harmful images to really sell a point,
which
or
is
to
good.
sell your idea. You're not supposed to. I think it's actually illegal to do so, and that marketing campaign might actually be illegal.
Yeah, no, it's. I hope it. Well, it's just so what's frustrating is they try to posit it as the doctors and the vaccination companies and big pharma is trying to bully you. No, they're trying to bully you into not doing it. Like it's so bizarre to watch because they're doing everything. They're projecting all of what they do onto big pharma and doctors, and it's just like you feel like you're taking crazy pills, and it's really hard to deal and rationalize with those people because they're so out of touch and they're so it's like almost like a cult.
They drink the Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, dog's walking on the phone.
Went full Jim Jones.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Never go for Jim Jones.
Never do it.
Never drink purple Kool-Aid. Never do it.
Maybe I want to. Oh wait, I don't like purple Kool-Aid. I don't really like grape.
Red.
You don't like the purple drink?
No.
I love me some purple drink. Yeah, so I don't know.
I like super white. Why would I like purple drink?
Live in Louisiana for a while.
Guys.
Yeah, you'll like it. It grows on you.
It does.
Nah, if it's grape,
When
I
you
don't
pour
really
shit.
like it at all.
It's almost as good as going to the bodega and getting yourself like $1 gallon of the fucking blue shit.
There you go.
Now that, on the other hand, that's some good shit.
Hey, you get that. You're poor as fuck, you get that. You get yourself a nice big bottle of pop off, and you're all good.
Ooh, God, pop off. Oh.
It's gross.
Man, it is so fucking gross. I'm goddamn. I miss New Orleans gutter living so much.
I just miss New Orleans in general, man. New Orleans is fun, especially like finding all the weird shit to go get yourself into.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah. God damn it. One of these days, I will manage to make it back down there. I really want to be.
Well, I mean, do it before I leave. That way you can come through Texas. We can hang out in San Antonio. You can take a rest, and then you can head straight over there.
Hey, and also in Fort Worth, that's where I am. I got an extra room.
When are you moving to Japan?
I will be leaving the last week of September, so technically October.
I'm not gonna be able to make it. There was a Discord meetup that they wanted to do this month, and I can't afford it. Like I am pretty much staying in Oregon except for VidCon, and that's pretty much it. I'm still paying off my taxes from last year. It's gonna be a while.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, once you pay off your taxes, you'll have a room to stay in Japan. Just throwing it out there.
That's a hell of an idea. That's a hell of
you and them come out. I'll show you. I'll show you Japan, because we'll have some fun. And drinking over there, dude. Dude, it's fucking nuts. They don't close the bars over there at all.
You pass out in the middle of the street and nobody arrests you. They just walk around you because they don't want to wake you up.
Exactly. That actually happened.
I don't want to deal with the vomit. Leave him alone.
Well, the fucking crazy thing is that me and a few of my friends, when we were over there, we were getting ready to go to the arcade. We went into the convenience store. I bought a bottle of whiskey. A buddy of mine bottle of whiskey. And we bought some malts and all that fun shit. And we were walking out, and there was this dude chilling with his backpack open, MacBook Pro right next to him, iPad tablet, and he's sprawled out drunker than shit. And we're like, do we help him? And everybody's just moving around him. They're ignoring him. So us being Americans, we were being stupid. So we went to go get a cop, and the cop was like, wakes him up, goes, go home. And the guy's like, okay, grabs all of his stuff and walks off. Yeah, they don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you at all.
It's kind of. Have you ever seen like the videos that come out of India when there's like a really bad accident? It's oh my god, it's insane. Like nobody like. I've seen videos of people who are cut in half by a train, and there's like 10 or 12 people videotaping this person crawling on the ground with their guts, and like no one does anything. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was an EMT for a while, so it really gets under my skin because I'm like, oh my god, pressure. Apply some pressure.
Isn't there like a specific psychological thing that's basically like you expect somebody else to do it?
The bystander,
like division of responsibility or some shit like that.
There's the bystander effect. You're gonna see that the more people around you, the more comfortable you will be not doing something because you're like, oh, someone else will. It's actually kind of weird. I right before this stream, I was in therapy, and we were just talking about this exact.
This is America. There is a scene in that where that is actually what's going on.
Yeah,
it's getting to that point.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I posted a meme about that on Reddit. I'm going to hell for this, and
Jesus,
I wasn't expecting that level of response.
Oh geez, did it blow up?
Oh yeah, 8,000.
Oh geez.
I was like, oh shit.
Hot damn.
But,
I'm proud.
It depends on what you want to be proud of.
Oh well.
Hey,
I have a shirt.
I do love
the hardest part about eating vegetables, shit. and on the back it says the wheelchair. So, and I'm in a wheelchair, so.
Irony.
I like my dark humor.
Too good. Damn. Okay. Sorry, I have this
no worries.
I have this smorgasbord of fucking conspiracy theories shit in front of me, and I'm just like, dude.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
Wingnut Roundup's gonna be fun as shit. I look forward to it.
It really is.
I can't wait.
People were mentioning Vegas. I'm looking forward to Vegas trip next January for Mem's 30th. 30th
I'll be in Vegas in August. Interesting. I've never been.
Oh, you haven't been to Vegas before?
It's fun.
No,
I've never either.
Go to Fremont Street. You need to go spend an evening at Fremont.
Fremont? Okay.
It's amazing. It's like it's kind of open, but it's covered and it has like literally lights, like an LED screen or something over the top, and you can zip line, you can see that's the one place I always send people to when they go visit Vegas is Fremont. You'll have so much fun.
It's a lot of fun.
I'd want to go to that range that's down there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so much fun too. Oh, so much fun.
All types of automatic weapons and
the 50 cal. The
50 cal is fucking
awesome.
Yeah.
That was the funnest part for me.
Fucking Vickers.
Too good. Well, hey, so anyway, we're going to go offline, keep hanging out. So everybody who's watching live, thank you very much for your attention. If you're watching in the future, it's over. Bye-bye. Say bye, everybody.
Later.
Bye. I'm trying to